What is that? What's Supreme Court ruling?
Well, Your Honor, let's just proceed with the case. I know that's what we're doing now. I don't even want to, let's proceed because I'm supposed to receive videos of the of the traffic stops.
All right. You have
only seen one video.
And when let's see Lynch's file. No, those sovereign citizens gonna make me faint.
Well, Your Honor, when the officer pulled me over and he said that, I didn't say those words. I just told him I'm operating under the Constitution, and that's all else I said to him. And he just basically lied, said I was disgruntled, asked for backup and all that. And the video would show I wasn't even whatever, I can't think of the word he said, but he was saying I need backup. I have a irate or whatever word he said, and that was not even true.
All right. Well, what I'm going to say is if some video exists, the last time you were here, I know it was set for trial because Corporal Bennett appeared and Officer Dunn appeared. I don't see anything here that says anything about requesting video.
I sent it to the law department, and I believe I sent it to you that day because you gave me the email address, and I sent the email.
Let me check my email.
Because I sent it to the wrong.
I believe I remember you. I remember you saying that.
Yeah, I sent it to the wrong email address, and I had to send it. I had to write it correctly.
Was this sent to me by mistake? I got Dearborn 19th District Court stuff?
Yeah, I just sent that like a couple of days ago because when I went to go get all my files, the affidavit, one page was missing out the affidavit, which was the body of the affidavit. And I haven't heard anything about it until I went up there to check on my paperwork, and then they gave me a bill. So I just walked out the courtroom. I've been trying to find some federal assistance on that because all my documents gone, CDs, DVDs, all that, all my paperwork. Only what they gave me, and I'm like, it's supposed to be another page to this. They say that's all they had. So I got all the recordings of the whole transaction and everything.
Well, Mr. Lynch, I can appreciate you, and I will definitely listen to any kind of argument that you have, and I'm going to make a ruling on it. But at the end of the day, this Constitution and stuff argument, I haven't seen it work. I'll just let you know. And the stuff that you gave me last time, we had a long conversation about that. And it's just not. I want to make sure all of the stuff is in this file now too. It's just what you're saying is just not.
Before we even get into today's hearing, you need some context, because this is not just another routine traffic stop turned courtroom debate. This is a return appearance from a sovereign citizen we've already seen clash with Judge Perkins before. And last time, the judge challenged him to do something no sovereign citizen has ever successfully done, produce one real court case where these arguments actually work. Just one. Now fast forward to today, and this man claims he finally has it. According to him, he is the case. His own prior dismissal is being presented as proof that constitutional wordplay and pseudo-legal arguments somehow beat the system. And that's what makes this hearing fascinating. Because Judge Perkins isn't confused, isn't amused, and absolutely isn't here for theories pulled from YouTube Law School. Watch carefully how this unfolds, because what starts as confidence quickly turns into contradiction. We'll see claims of missing evidence, mysterious emails.
But if you have some new stuff, I'd be interested in hearing what you have to say.
Well, basically what I'm going to say, we just going to continue with the case, and whatever comes about. If the paperwork I given wasn't irrelevant, That's it then. So what is the next step?
So either the next step is take a plea, which I'm sure you don't want to do, but I'll give you the offer, or take it to trial, and
Well,
those are the next steps.
well, I guess we're gonna have to go to trial.
I'm gonna set it for a jury trial too, so you can bring this in front of a jury of your peers and see, what they say. And I guess
My
you don't
other
want a
cases,
lawyer, right?
the other cases that I had got dismissed for same situation. So
Say what?
the other cases I had for this was dismissed, and you told me to give.
This moment right here is classic sovereign citizen strategy. Notice how he immediately distances himself from the label while still leaning entirely on the ideology behind it. "I'm not saying I'm one of them" is usually followed by constitutional references, Supreme Court buzzwords, and claims that somehow don't apply to everyone else. It's an attempt to dodge credibility issues without abandoning the argument. Udges see this all the time. The labels may change: American state national, free man on the land, Moorish American, but the substance never does. And Judge Perkins cuts right through it. Courts don't care what you call yourself, they care what the law says. And the law is crystal clear on this point. These arguments have been rejected over and over again in every jurisdiction. So when the judge presses him to clarify,
Let's do this. Let's call it and put it all on the record. I have my court reporter back. Let's call it and put it on the record, all right? This is the city of Detroit versus Clyde Darnell Lynch. Case numbers.
How you doing?
SP 1537940, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1554736, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1558135, counts 2 and counts 3. SP 1590696, counts 1 and counts 2. Mr. Lynch, state your name for the record, please.
Clyde Lynch.
All right. So, Mr. Lynch, let me ask you this, and this is just to understand, try to really get a grasp of your position. I understand you're why don't you, if you're not a sovereign citizen, usually sovereign citizens tell me, I don't want a lawyer. If you're not claiming the sovereign citizenship, why don't you get a lawyer to help you out with this?
I can't never find no attorney. The last attorney I got, they was telling me you should have just took a deal, you should have paid the ticket, and you really can't find nobody who's going to take your case. So basically, I'm in limbo, and basically all I have to say, not guilty with impunity.
Let's say this. I guess if you're not willing to,
so I'm not a national, so I can't say that. All I'm saying, I'm just a citizen, and all I'm going to say, not guilty with impunity.
Well, how are you immune to this? Because I mean, let's just do this. You don't have to. You don't have to tell me how you're going to proceed with your case. You're fully in the right to proceed however you want to proceed. I'm going to just give you a jury trial, and you'll have to present what you need to present in front of a jury.
Now pay attention to what's happening here, because this is where the story starts to wobble. He claims there's video evidence that will somehow change everything, footage that proves the officer overreacted, mischaracterized him, or violated his rights. But notice what's missing: any proof that the court ever received or reviewed this video. Instead, we get vague references, uncertainty about emails, wrong addresses, and shifting explanations. This is incredibly common in cases like this. Evidence becomes theoretical. Requests become assumed approvals. And when paperwork doesn't line up, the blame shifts to the system. Judges rely on what's actually in the record, not what someone believes should be there. And right now, the record is empty.
Request for a different attorney. It was his request, and I understood his request, so we're just hoping for a different attorney. But I think if I'm understanding our conversation, he does not want a jury trial. Mr. Lynch, was that correct?
No, I'm gonna give him a jury trial because, listen, he's already filed. Where's Mr. Lynch?
Right here.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Clyde Darnell Lynch. Mr. Lynch, turn your camera on.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
I'll give you a prompt.
Okay, hold on. Here you go.
So he's already filed a lot of things with the court, and we've had a long discussion about what he's filed and the legalities of it. I don't find anything that he's filed that has any merit. So that's why I'm giving you a jury trial, because if you bring the same stuff in a trial, if it's the same as what you're giving me and the stuff that you're professing, based on what I see, you're gonna lose.
So
by me.
If the judge,
What I'm telling you is, I'm trying to give you a fighting chance with these arguments that you're making. You're not. What I'm telling you is, you're not going to have a fighting chance with me. You're going to lose unless you come with something substantially different than what you have. At least with the people, you said it yourself. They don't know the law, or they might not even know the law. So you may be able to get them to side with you just because they love Mr. Lynch and they want it. I don't know. But other than that,
no jury. I really don't know people jury. I'm not even gonna do that. So if I found guilty, so I'm gonna have to sue every person that was a juror.
I don't know what you're gonna have to do. I don't know, Mr. Lynch. You're the one that's making these arguments up, and you're the one that has researched and done what you've done. You provided that stuff to me, so you're expected to know the law. You're expected to know the law. So whether you can sue jurors and whether you can sue whoever, that's going to be on you to know, and then or if you don't.
This is one of the most important moments in the hearing. Judge Perkins isn't being dismissive, he's being direct. He acknowledges the argument, confirms he reviewed prior submissions, and then clearly explains why the constitutional theory being presented simply doesn't align with reality. This isn't opinion. It's settled law. When he says he's never seen these arguments work, that's not sarcasm, that's experience. Sovereign citizen claims have been rejected by trial courts, appellate courts, and Supreme Courts across the country. There is